Capricorns are often misunderstood, but what many fail to see is that their depth goes far beyond the surface. Today, we're diving into truths about Capricorn that few ever talk about, yet those who live with or love a Capricorn will find them strikingly accurate. Whether you're a Capricorn yourself or someone close to you is, this will open your eyes to layers you didn't even know existed. And who knows, maybe you'll recognize parts of your own soul in this reflection. Let's start with one of the most poetic truths about Capricorn. They are born old and grow younger with time. While other children are carefree, playing without a worry in the world, young Capricorns are already thinking 10 steps ahead. They carry a quiet sense of responsibility from an early age, often seeming more mature than their peers. But the miracle of time softens them. As they age, they begin to let go, to laugh more easily, and to breathe deeper. Their journey flows in reverse. They discover joy after they've mastered resilience. And this seriousness isn't performative. Capricorn's silence often says far more than their words ever could. When they choose to withdraw from someone, it's never impulsive. It's because they've already processed, reflected, and made an unshakable decision. They won't waste breath on empty arguments or chase anyone who devalues their energy. Their silence becomes the most potent answer. If a Capricorn pulled away, it's because they've concluded that investing further would be a disservice to their time and integrity. Capricorns are not oblivious. They watch everything, even if they pretend not to. They pick up on subtle glances, slight shifts in tone, inconsistencies that most people ignore. But rather than confronting, they store every detail in their mental archive. And if the moment ever arrives, they'll bring those observations to light with precision. Many underestimate Capricorn's intelligence until it's too late. If you're already nodding and thinking of a Capricorn in your life, or recognizing yourself, leave a comment with your date of birth and zodiac sign. Let's see how many powerful Capricorns and their admirers are in our Signs and Secrets community. And if you haven't yet, subscribe now. We dive deep into zodiac truths and emotional wisdom to help you grow with purpose. Capricorns are constantly testing the people around them, not out of malice, but as a form of emotional vetting. Gaining their trust is no easy task. Before letting someone into their inner circle, they quietly observe, placing small but revealing tests along the way. These tests aren't always obvious, but they're designed to uncover loyalty, honesty, and value. Pass them, and you've earned a partner or friend for life. Fail them, and you might not even realize you've been quietly removed from their priorities. Even when Capricorns appear to be at rest, their minds are still running. Work is not just a job for them, it's a mindset. Whether they're at dinner, on vacation, or just watching a movie, they're already strategizing the next goal, the next move, the next improvement. Their idea of resting is ensuring that one day they'll earn the right to truly relax.
Capricorn's solitude isn't loneliness, it's intentional. They would rather be alone in peace than surrounded by noise and superficiality. For them, quality always outweighs quantity. Shallow conversations exhaust them. Empty relationships bore them. If they must choose between spending an evening with a crowd that lacks ambition or sitting alone, reflecting and planning their next step, they will always choose the latter. They prefer a small, tight circle of authentic friends over a sea of meaningless acquaintances. Loyalty, depth, and alignment of values are what draw them in. Anything less is just distraction. While others chase attention, Capricorn protects their energy. And in a world addicted to noise, that's a rare form of power. And though they often appear calm and composed, Capricorns feel deeply. They just don't like to display it. Even when a storm is raging inside, they show the world a face of serenity. This doesn't mean they're emotionless, far from it. They process everything on a deep internal level. So if a Capricorn ever opens up to you, shows you their raw heart, understand this: you hold a sacred place in their life. They don't offer vulnerability lightly. Capricorns are the kings and queens of contingency plans. They don't rely on luck or wishful thinking. They know the world is unpredictable, and they prepare accordingly. For every plan A, there's a plan B, C, and D already outlined. So when others panic at the first sign of trouble, Capricorn calmly pivots. Their foresight isn't fear, it's wisdom. That's why they always seem a step ahead, because they usually are. At the core of their relentless effort lies one of their greatest fears, not failure, but being seen as incompetent. They know failure is part of the journey, but being perceived as incapable, that shakes them to the core. Their reputation, their word, their credibility, these are sacred. That's why they push themselves further than most would dare. They don't just want to succeed, they want to be respected. If this resonates with you so far, take a moment to like the video. It's a simple way to support the work we do at Signs and Secrets and helps more people discover this kind of deep, soul-stirring insight. To Capricorns, perfection isn't a goal, it's a standard. They don't deliver anything halfway. Everything they offer, from their work to their words, comes after careful thought, preparation, and effort. That's why people trust them. That's why they become leaders, because when they say something will be done, it will, and it will be done well. Capricorns might not demand attention, but they certainly command respect. What truly sets Capricorn apart is their unwavering commitment to progress. While others wait for the right time or the perfect condition, Capricorn is already laying the groundwork. They're not interested in shortcuts or hype. They build their success brick by brick, with patience and intention. And while that slow, steady climb may go unnoticed at first, when they reach the top, no one can deny they earned it.
They also know how to carry the weight of responsibility better than most. From a young age, they're the ones people turn to, the ones who keep everything together. This can make them seem distant or overly serious, but it's not because they lack emotion, it's because they feel the burden of holding it all together. They become the anchor in storms, the planners in chaos, the protectors in silence. Capricorns don't want to be the loudest, they want to be the most reliable. And they succeed. Their consistency is unmatched. You can count on them even when everything else is falling apart. But this strength can also be isolating. Sometimes they wish someone else would take the wheel. Sometimes they long to fall apart and have someone else be the glue. Yet they rarely allow themselves that luxury because they fear letting go might unravel everything they've worked so hard to hold together. That's the paradox of Capricorn. They appear to be stone, but they're made of fire and feeling beneath the surface. Every success hides a sacrifice. Every composed look hides an untold battle. So if you know a Capricorn, be gentle. And if you are one, give yourself permission to rest. You don't have to carry it all alone. And maybe now is a good moment to reflect. Which of these truths felt most familiar to you? Which one made you feel seen? Comment your zodiac sign and your date of birth below. Let's build a community of understanding and connection through shared insight. At Signs and Secrets, we believe astrology is more than signs. It's a path to inner knowing. Subscribe if you haven't yet, because there's so much more we're going to explore together. Capricorn's story is one of quiet triumphs and internal revolutions. It's not the kind of tale that gets shouted from rooftops, but one that echoes in the halls of legacy. Their victories aren't always visible to the crowd, but they are deeply etched into the foundations they build. Every goal achieved, every burden carried with grace, every decision made in solitude, these are the marks of a soul that values not just what they do, but who they are becoming through it. What makes Capricorn truly extraordinary is not just their resilience, but the integrity with which they carry it. In a world chasing instant gratification, they take the long road, the patient road, the road few have the courage to walk. And while others burn out trying to be seen, Capricorn glows quietly, consistently, like a lighthouse for those who've lost direction. They are the ones who don't crumble under pressure, who don't beg to be understood, who don't rush to explain themselves. Instead, they observe, they prepare, they rise. But here's something most people miss. Behind their discipline is deep emotion. Behind their structure is a longing to feel free. Capricorn may be the mountain climber of the zodiac, but every summit they reach is fueled by heart. They love hard. They protect fiercely. And though they rarely show it, they dream vividly of peace, of loyalty, of building something that truly matters. So if you're close to a Capricorn, know that when they give you their time, their trust, their softness, that's sacred. It means you've been led into a place very few get to see. It means you've been chosen. And if you are the Capricorn in this story, this is your reminder. Your silence is strength. Your standards are not too high. Your path, no matter how quiet or slow, is valid and it's powerful. You don't need to chase the spotlight to be a force of nature. You already are. This is why people respect Capricorns, and sometimes why they envy them too. Because Capricorn isn't just a sign, it's a symbol of unshakable purpose. It's the quiet roar of someone who leads not by noise, but by example. And here's the truth. The world needs people like you, people who take responsibility, who show up, who build, who stay grounded when everything else feels like it's spinning. Don't ever let the noise of a fast-moving world make you doubt your steady rhythm. Your pace is sacred, your roots are deep, and your presence transforms everything around you. Before we close, let's reflect. Which truth about Capricorn resonated most with your soul? Share your zodiac sign and your birth date in the comments. Let's celebrate not just Capricorn, but every soul walking this earth with strength and quiet intention. And if this message stirred something in you, if it made you feel seen, respected, or simply reminded you of your own quiet power, don't forget to like this video. It helps us continue sharing messages like this with the world. Make sure to subscribe to Signs and Secrets and activate the notification bell. We're just getting started on this journey through the zodiac, and what's coming next will move you even deeper. Send this video to someone who needs to hear these words. Someone who carries the weight of the world with grace. Someone who may not always ask for recognition, but who deserves it more than most. Until next time, carry this truth with you. You were not made to be average. You were built for legacy. Keep building, keep believing, and never forget, your authenticity is your crown, and your discipline is your light. You are not here to be loud. You are here to be legendary.